What's going on, world? It's the KayFabeyBaby NRW Ring Generals podcast, and we are back at full steam, at full capacity.
Yo.
We've got our man Shawn Mongold back in the building. He's been killing it over there with Nerdlesque, DC Brawlesque, all things, and now he's promoting Horrorgasms because we are now in the spooky month, I'm sure. We'll talk about that a little bit later, but I know he's got a lot of wrestling things to talk about, so he's back here to talk those things up. And of course, my man Webster Style here, as always, Sartorial and Geek.
What's going on?
We've been keeping everything afloat, but we know the wrestling god and Shawn Mongold's got a lot of things to get off his chest because he hasn't been able to talk on them. So we're ready to rock, man. Let me take it on, put it on speaker so it's just whoever's talking, and we're gonna let Shawn kind of run the show and kind of give our vibes and feedback since he's haven't had a platform to release the tension. I don't even remember when you left. What had went down? I don't know if CM Punk was already back or what.
Yeah, CM Punk's
now we got
back,
AJ
brother.
Lee back. Like, where do you want it? Where can you even start, Shawn?
Man,
what's the first thing that really pisses you off right now, or not piss you off that you've been enjoying? I don't know. I don't know where to start.
Fuck. I mean, obviously the AJ thing coming back was amazing. And then just the first promo being about mental health was,
yeah, that was dope.
You know, there's certain light spots in this company that is just like, okay, like this is great. Like you redeemed yourself. You know, because even like I think like before I left, like I think the last time I was talking, it was like around July, and we always talk about this, but like the downfall of like WrestleMania, like the trajectory of everything, we get kind of bored, everything's kind of meh, and then on top of that, like the Logan Paul of it all, and like the conservativeness, like you see all the fucking the podcast lineup, and it's just like conservative. It's just like. I don't know if I need a break soon.
Real talk.
But then you get the cool little spots like that, like where like no one would ever have cut a promo about mental health before, like to the point I think the crowd was chanting therapy, and I was just like, oh shit, like that's pretty fucking dope.
Hell yeah.
You know, so definitely the AJ Lee moment was great, like seeing them wrestle and then seeing kind of Becky and Seth come together for the first time, like their characters come together, you know, on screen has just been hilarious. I mean, Becky's just over the top. And Seth has been such a good, like, and he's a heel, but he's so over. You know what I mean? Like, Seth has always been a really good, you know, very much like Miz, right? Like, very good heel, but like everyone will sing that fucking song and they won't shut the fuck up. And like, so finally, right when he starts talking and like being a heel, that's when they boom. But sometimes they still like chant his name and everything. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. So definitely that was really fun because there was also just, I mean, I think there's this weird pit of like stories of like, you know, Drew's back and like Drew's going against, you know, Punk, and then Punk's also going against, you know, Seth, and then Jay was going against Seth, and then Jimmy came back, and like and then fucking Roman came back like a month or two ago, then got injured by the tribal thief, which is dumb as fuck. And now Roman, obviously the picture you have now, Roman's back as of this week, and it's just like, I don't know, ever since he came out as a Republican, I was like, I don't know, brother.
I know, I felt just, another way about Roman.
I'm not going to put my ones up, brother. Like, kiss my ass. Like,
I put it up for Jay and Jimmy.
I'll put one up. How about this? I put this one up. That's my ones now. Go fuck
I
yourself.
give you that. I definitely throw it up for Jimmy and Jay though. Jimmy and Jay,
And here's my conflict with that, right? Like,
yeah,
it's not a conflict, but like, well, you know, it's a conflict because like you're bringing the Usos back together, but you're essentially doing the storyline that was the very beginning of the bloodline with this kind of Roman kind of like persuading Jay to be this person that he's not. You know, like making them very like, you know, oh, you want to be tribal chief, like you gotta be on your own, you gotta be main event, like you gotta do this, you can't have any friends, and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, I'm sorry, Roman. How did you get beat? Oh, you got beat by Cody, who had friends who helped him finish his story. Like the whole story, like from like just like if you think very critically about like everything, just doesn't make sense. It's just like why would Jay like Roman isn't the tribal chief anymore? Like he does like even in this picture, he doesn't have the Ulafala, he doesn't have a championship. Why what the fuck would you listen to him? He fell off. He got beat at WrestleMania. He never really came back. He's
Right.
getting his shoes stolen, bro.
Right.
Oh,
Like
and
his
that
Getting
was
shoes
some
used.
chunk.
bullshit. I
Yeah.
like that one shirt too that they had from a man as well, Bronson, with the shoes, but then they took it off because it was a Nike
Yeah,
thing
yeah,
that
yeah,
they
yeah,
were
yeah,
worried
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
And now they're doing the tribal thief thing, and that's dumb. I hate the tribal thief shit. That's just so dumb. But the Shula Fala had me dying. The Shula Fala got me. I was just like, okay, that's good. But also, like, there's a shit that's on the internet, and now since just like everyone's on the internet, they just take shit they hear on the internet now, and it's just like that's not original. You stole that from someone on Twitter,
Yeah,
and it's just like. Okay, sure. Now you're just going to make merch of it and make money off of someone's tweet, not give them credit for it.
yeah,
But yeah, it's just the whole thing with Jay. Like I loved Jay. Jay was so over, and then like they're doing this thing like where he's like fucking over LA Knight. Like he's like side-eyeing Cody, he's side-eyeing Sammy, he's side-eyeing like his own brother kind of because his
yeah,
brother's just like, bro, chill the fuck out. And yet again, it's the very beginning Bloodline J, where he's just like way too serious. He's being fucking manipulated by Roman,
Yep.
and it's the same fucking story, and it's dumb. It's really fucking dumb, and it just doesn't make any sense. Yet again, why listen to this man? He hasn't done shit. He has no accolades anymore. He's a lost cause. Cody comes and dumps knowledge on you. Guess what? He's the fucking champion. Guess what? He's also off filming a movie. Like, it makes sense for you to listen to someone who's successful in the moment
yeah,
from a mindset standpoint. You know what I mean? Like, just from a story and like a mindset, like, if you think about it, like, psychology wise, like, this makes no sense. Like, this right here, it makes no sense. And like, yeah, it's like, I don't know. Like, you're bringing the Usos back, but they also have like some kind of weird tension. So they're not really back, but
yeah,
they are back. Like, but you're also yet again siding with Roman, even though Roman's kind of a baby face, but he's also kind of like the lone wolf, like, oh, you gotta be alone, blah, 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 but trust me. And it's just like, no, shut the fuck up. Like, this is dumb.
yeah.
Like this whole thing, like, and this is their main storyline, and it's just dumb. So it's just, I don't know. Like,
So what are you loving right now? What maybe what are some of the give me a top three storylines that you're vibing with and or three that you need to go away.
hmm, okay.
And we'll do this
So
for WWE. We'll head over NXT, AEW, or maybe
I
give me
don't
a
know
top
shit
two
about
because of
that,
the
buddy.
essence of time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
The top two storylines, let's see. I'm really loving the direction they're going with Bailey. It's been really interesting. I don't know where it's going. I'm a little confused. It's a little bit of corn, honk, 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 honk.
Hmm.
But it like I like it for her because she's had so many personalities. And I like the idea of like not schizophrenia, but like having like all your personalities clash. Like you have your devil and your angel, you have your hugger and your fucking role model, you have the ding dong hello and the side ponytail, so it's just like there were so many stark contrasting personalities that Bailey has, and now she's like fighting them, and you don't know what you're going to get. So like some of the promos have been really good, like when she was alone, like the editing was really good, I thought, like with her like talking to herself, obviously, and like all of her different personalities going at it. The shit with Lyra, though, I don't know. Like, I feel like they just went through this with Lyra, and then Lyra kind of turned on Bailey, and that's what's starting all of this. And now Lyra's just like, well, let me give her a chance, even though she's fucking psycho. And it's just like, this doesn't make any sense. But also, like, I'm in it. Like, it doesn't make sense, but I'm actually in it because I love Bailey. You know what I mean? Like, I love the idea of her. It's like, it should have, in my opinion, been someone else. And like, in a perfect world, that would have been Sasha, right? But
Right.
obviously Mercedes is off, doing the
Right.
AEW thing. Like with Lyra, you just did a thing with Lyra. It seems too soon,
Yeah.
like
Talk
let
about
it
somebody they don't know what
fester.
to do with.
Exactly.
They don't know what to do with her.
Exactly. at least people got the woo down. So I'm
Yeah.
happy for that. But also it's just kind of like Lyra doesn't have aura, bro. Like
Nope.
it's
Not at
just
all.
it's just
Not
I
at
don't know
all.
what it is, man. Like she just doesn't have it. And it sucks. She's an amazing wrestler. She has it in the ring, as like from like a wrestling standpoint, but like just her presence is not it,
Yeah.
Even when she comes out with the cool wings, like she has a couple cool things, but like it's missing something, man. I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what it
agree.
is. Um, but yeah, loving the Bailey thing. The schizophrenic, crazy Bailey, loving it. Um, Another storyline. I mean, it's hard to think of one, man. Like, I really want LA Knight to come up. Like, I'm loving what they're doing with the bronze, and like really highlighting them as like this dynamic duo that just come and like wreck shit. Obviously they're pushing fucking Braun Breaker to the moon. I mean, there's, a bunch of, talk about how it's going to be Braun and Brock like next WrestleMania somehow. And then, yeah, I just, so I'm loving that storyline. I do think it's getting a little confusing as who's they're feuding with because like the whole vision is just against everybody. And it's just like, why don't all y'all team up? And then you have like, like I said, like storylines like this, like Roman being like, you don't need anybody. It's like, well, all y'all fucking teamed up. There's only three motherfuckers. Like, I just don't understand it. I do like the Judgment Day. Like, I think they have been doing really fun things with Finn, like with Iguana Man and AAA, and having like the demon puppet. That's been really fucking fun, and I really hope they capitalize on that because Finn's an amazing wrestler, and I don't think he's ever kind of recovered. I don't think it's recovered since he kind of like lost that Universal title, and they kind of went from like this super serious Judgment Day to like this like quirky, goofy Judgment Day, and they're still kind of quirky, goofy. They're getting a little bit more serious, I think. I feel, with Dom kind of you know, relying on other people and not relying on his team. And honestly, like I like Dom's work too. Like I love the come around that the crowd has had for him. Like in Mexico and in the States, right? Like
Yeah.
he has had like a complete 180 from being booed nonstop to like people chanting his fucking name.
Yeah. He's definitely
And
created his own self now
yeah,
instead of being under his father's wing.
yeah,
And I
Yeah,
love it
definitely.
for him, man. I think he's fun to watch, man. And that transition from booze to cheers, man, has been spectacular.
yeah. Also,
The
I think
brother's
it.
put in the work. I
Oh
give him
yeah,
mad respect for putting in the work.
I think he's had like one of the most matches wrestled in the year.
Yeah.
I think Lyra's also up there. But yeah, he's crazy. Like, and honestly, like the Mexico crowd is insane. Like I watched Triple Mania and like the fact that they are booing the fuck out of Vikingo is crazy. And it's because he beat fucking Del Rio, which Mexico fucking loves Del Rio, even though he's a fucking piece of shit. Like talking to one of my friends from Mexico, and he was like, "Yeah, Mexicans do not give a shit about things like that, like sexual assault or like any of the allegations. Like they literally do not give a shit." He was like, "So when they kind of got rid of Del Rio and they had Kingo be the person like immediately dethroned Del Rio, all of that hate and anger then transferred to Vikingo, so he just gets nonstop booed." And that sucks. Like that really fucking sucks. But yeah, that all those matches have been great. Like all the integrations of everything. I have not really caught up a lot with NXT. I read all the NXT stuff and I know, Ali's back and Cardona's
Yo,
back and like the
that
bunch of
shit is
TNA
great.
shit. Yeah, I read it. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome. Like I love what they're doing here. And now Jakara's back as like,
Yeah,
her alter
Mara
ego. Like,
Shade. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's just like
I'm loving it.
this is great. Like this is mwah. Stephanie got here is a high point, like her and Rhea doing the thing. Um and also like the EO and damage control storyline. I don't know if you guys caught it, but Asuka being like this anime villain, like just being like "Cut!" Like it has been golden. Sorry, I went on a ramble of like all the things I like just real quick. Things I dislike, the Americanos, the Grande Americanos, the three UK boys as fucking American luchadors is
Yeah.
so funny to me, but I hate it so much.
Oh, see, I
It's
love the humor in it because
so
we
dumb.
know who it is,
Oh yeah, yeah, no, we know who it
and I
is,
think
and
that's part of the funny part for me. That's
it
why I enjoy
is.
it.
I just I hate it from the standpoint that I felt it should have ended, and it didn't. They kept stretching it and they kept milking a fucking dry cow, bro. In my opinion, I do like the new like the hilarity in the fact that it's Grande Americano and none of these people are Mexican and or American. That's hilarious. But you know, like, and for Ludwig, happy for him. Like, he learned Spanish, he learned how to sing in Spanish. Like, he's like over as fuck in Mexico. Like, happy for him, you know. But also I just miss Ludwig. Um, other than that, I mean, other things I hate. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the New Day are doing. Like, they have Grayson Waller, Big G. I hate that. The Big G thing, I fucking hate it, brother. I hate that motherfucker
With a passion,
with
with a
a
passion.
passion. Like, I know it's gonna be a bit, it's gonna have a payoff, right? Big E's gonna come back eventually, and it's gonna have to fucking put it to Big G, right? Like, that's what they're building up, and I know it's coming. I just hate the road there. Um, I can't really think of it. Like, I don't know what they're doing with Cody. I guess he's fighting Seth now. Like that.
Bored.
Well, yeah, like he literally fought Seth
Crown
like
Jewel,
20
yeah,
times at yeah, and Perth.
yeah. I
Um,
don't care at all. There's
they
so
fought like
and
20
this,
times.
yeah.
I don't care. I literally do not care. Like, you could have given it to CM Punk, and then it would have been Cody versus CM Punk, and that would have been great. You know, that was a match we haven't really seen. You know, I think we saw it once, right? Like, and he got screwed over by John Cena.
What
Like,
do y'all think about or Shawn? Because again, you've been out. What do you think about the Tiffy Jade Naya thing recently and the injury to Jade,
um,
all of that,
I think the buildup was very weird and
and the
lackluster.
non the
It
the
was supposed
blatant
to be
fuck
on a
up on Naya.
eh. So, you know, at first I wanted to blame Naya, right? And a lot of people, a lot of wrestlers came to Naya's defense. Um, because Naya technically is the veteran in that trio. So at first, when she slammed Jade's head into the steps, and I saw like blood leaking, I said, "Oh shit!" Like before the Samoa the drop on Naya, like I saw the blood leaking. I said, "Oh shit, someone's injured." And then I saw Jade, and I was like, "Oh shit, Jade's injured." Like before the drop happened, I'm like, like Naya fucked her up, you know. And but like it looked really badass when she got into the camera and like got in the face and was like just going off. I was like, "That's a badass shot." Like they can make that work. If they would have pivoted in that moment to let Jade win, I think that would have been a huge, huge thing. Like getting fucked up like that and then winning the belt. And the one thing I'm here's the point of contention, right? So it's just like so Jade hit the fucking move on Nia, went for the pin. At two, Tiffy fucking did the drop kick, but also Nia kicked out at two. And after the drop kick, Jade rolled out to get medical treatment, and then Tiffy just did another cover, and then Nia didn't kick out. And everyone's just like, "Oh, it's the ref's fault. The ref didn't count the three and everything like that." My mind went to why didn't Nia kick out? Because yet again, Tiffy didn't get to do her finisher. Also, Nia kicked out at two from Jade. How would you kick out from two? And she did nothing else to Nia to hurt her. She didn't do another move. She just drop kicked Jade off and like took the pin. But Nia kicked out at two. So she should have kicked out at two again, in my opinion, as I'm watching it. So yes, I I don't know whose fault it is. I think everyone kind of came after the ref a little too hard, Aja. And I think that was fucked up because I do not think it. I do not think it's her fault. Also, even if she did fuck up, I mean, someone just got a giant gash over her eye and she was trying to fucking maintain it and like dealing with that on top of trying to get back to the finish. So even if she did fuck up, give her some leniency. I mean, I guess the same goes with Naya. Like if she fucked up, same thing. Like she just hurt her friend or her coworker. So she's probably also going through it too. So it's just like there's still a level of leniency we have to give either one of them, you know? Um, I do think that it sucks all around because it kind of leaves a stain of that botch. You know, that's what everyone's talking about, not the great match that everyone had, or the badass moments that Tiffy had, the badass moments that Jade had. Um, so that's how I kind of feel. Like I feel like it could have been anyone's fault, but at the same time, something crazy happened. And yet again, I don't know whose fault that is. Like, I don't know if Jade didn't protect herself enough. I don't know if Naya went too early with that throw or threw her too hard. It could be either. You know, and my first reaction was to get mad at Naya, but then as I think about it, I'm like, it could have been
Yeah,
either one of them.
because of the
Um,
history. Unfortunately, she has
yeah,
quote
yeah.
unquote history. So
Yeah. And that's what
yeah.
sucks. And that's why my mind went there. So that's how I feel. You know, I do, like I said, everyone on the fucking, IWC is going crazy, like blaming either Naya or blaming, the ref. And it's just like, yeah, bro, shit happens.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get to like run it back, to where that stain doesn't like linger over anymore.
Yeah, that's what I
Um,
feel with you, Shawn. Should happen. I mean, they all know things happen in the ring. They're
yeah.
trained professionals, but things still happen.
So let's go AEW, man. Again, Shawn, this is your platform on this episode, man. What's been happening that you like? As of this recording, Andrade is back over there.
Uh, Bro, who are you asking? I don't know anything about AEW, brother.
Are you completely tuned out of AEW since
Bro,
we last? I know you've
I,
been checking the dirt sheets at least.
I check the dirt sheets and I read what's happening. And of course, with the whole Saudi thing and like the announcement for the E going to Saudi for fucking WrestleMania in 2027, it's just kind of like, man, maybe I should just make jump back to AEW now. Um,
Yeah.
like it is amazing wrestling. Like, I do see fucking what's his name? Kyle Fletcher doing his damn thing. I know Hangman's back and like battling it out with people. Um, yeah, I saw Andrade's back and joined the Dom Callis family. And that's very interesting. I kind of just want to like talk to Andrade, and be like, where do you actually want to wrestle? You know what I mean? Like, do you just want to wrestle in general, or you know what I mean? Like, what happened? Like, of course,
Yeah.
the dirt sheets were saying like Andrade had like some kind of conflict or some kind of like substance thing or popped on something
Oh
and
yeah,
had
I
an
remember
incident.
hearing about that. But
Um,
also, you think because of Charlotte and that breakup as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Charlotte
Too.
right now, was that Elton?
I was thinking something about that too, because that must have been awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that had to been. Had to been. And now she's dating someone new already. Like, yeah, so it could have been awkward. And honestly, like, and now, Charlotte's kind of over with Alexa, which is cute, So, but yeah, no, Andrade is back in AEW. Attack Kenny, uh, joined the Don Gallows family. Saw some other shit with the Young Bucks. They're still shitting on him. I saw that I guess Jack Perry got back with Luchasaurus. So that's interesting. I wonder if he's still talking about real glass. I don't know. Um, but yeah, I don't really like. I have not been checking up on it. I know
Gotcha.
our girl Athena Palmer is still the ROH
Yes,
champion.
forever
Like
champion.
she's fucking killing it over there. So I watched the clips of that. Um, but yeah, I just I don't know. Like I said, that I might. I didn't watch WrestlePalooza. I watched the AJ and CM Punk match against Becky and stuff, but like everything else, like the Brock match, was just like, what the fuck's happening? Why'd you bring Brock back? This is dumb.
Yeah, we
That's
didn't
Yeah,
care for that at all.
yeah, we didn't care.
top hate list
Yeah.
right there, brother. Like, why the fuck did you do that? No one cares.
I have one question though. with Andrade, since he literally just got released and then showed up at AEW, they they just canceled his contract, no 90-day non-compete, nothing.
I think it was like a 30-day NDA or non-compete.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Because usually it's
Yeah,
90 day for full for main roster contract. It's 30 days for NXT.
they've been doing different things lately, I think. Or I may be completely wrong. Because also I haven't seen Andrade for a very long time, so it could have been 90
That's
days.
true, yeah. We just got the word, but he hasn't been there for since really SummerSlam.
Yeah, which was 3 months ago this
Yeah,
point.
that still would be 90 days though. SummerSlam was in August.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's very interesting that he came back to AEW. But I mean, as long as I get to watch him wrestle and have good matches. I mean, he was having amazing matches with Shinsuke and LA Knight.
Yeah.
And Carmelo, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but I mean, like, and that's another thing. Like, Carmelo, like, what are you doing with him?
They don't know
Like,
what
Compare
they're
with the
doing,
Miz.
man. Yeah, the mellow don't miss. It's so corny.
it's
Yeah,
so
it
corny.
is.
I do love that though. It's so dumb. But I'm just waiting for the ball to drop. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, there's certain things it's just like, okay, I'm just waiting for this to be at the end. And the road, like I said, is not fun. The journey
Right.
is not fun. The journey needs to be fun if you want people to be fully invested. Like, I'm going to love the ending because it's going to be great. However, if the road is boring and not entertaining, then it kind of squanders the ending a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, it's still going to be interesting. But yeah, like I said, I may make the jump. I mean, we'll see what happens after Crown Jewel. I am excited that John Cena's last match is going to be in DC, which I will unfortunately be trying to go to. I know tickets are jacked up. I've been hearing that. But also they haven't even released the tickets yet. So I will be going there just because that is the iconic moment, seeing his last match ever.
Yeah.
And it's in DC, which is really weird.
Yeah.
I would have thought they would have tried to tie that to like, his hometown and
Yeah.
fucking Massachusetts, but whatever, we get it. That's cool. DC gets
Yeah.
something finally.
Hopefully we can get us to go there and cover some stuff. Gonna definitely try and reach out and look into all of that.
Yeah. And then I mean, fun shit. Like NXT, like I said, fun. Like I need to start watching NXT. I keep reading the dirt sheets and like seeing the clips and things like that. And like all the TNA shit too. I know a lot of people are a little upset about like the NXT group going into TNA and kind of like wrecking house a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
loving it though. I'm loving it. Side note, we gotta talk about how Asked by Elegance, aka Dana Brooke, is
Yeah.
had to
Retire.
retire. Still don't know why, but I think Tommy Dreamer on Busted Open said it was a hip issue, so definitely medical. So that was sad.
Yeah, I was
She's
curious about that too.
yeah, she's definitely evolved a lot over the years. So I was happy when she won the Knockouts Championship. So for her to have to relinquish it so quickly was disappointing. I've always been a fan of hers. But Kalani joined as a TNA Knockouts champion and leading team
Oh,
TNA in the NXT TNA showdown next week.
Kalani is leading Team TNA?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, she's the champion, so
Yeah.
What?
yeah.
Yet again, what like so you as a let me ask you something. Since you are a fan of TNA,
Yes.
before obviously this whole merger happened too, you're not a little bit upset by that notion?
I think it's odd. But much like the whole thing with Trick, I'm looking for the story because I think the whole Trick thing is definitely going to pay off. If it doesn't pay off with Santana winning eventually, I guess what Bound for Glory, then I think it'll be really wasted because that was a good chance to elevate Santana. As far as Kalani, I think they just pulled the audible because I don't think they plan for this to happen with Aspect Elegance having to they got Aspect Elegance having to retire, and then Marsha Slamovich is under investigation for domestic violence. So I'm pretty sure that put a double whammy into whatever
Yeah.
What?
plans they had. Yeah,
Bro, we just saw her in New York like maybe a month or two
yeah,
ago, like at a death match.
yeah. I think all of this happened in the last 2 weeks.
Wow,
Yeah,
brother, Jesus Christ.
right.
That is a fucking snowball.
Yeah.
All right,
So
real quick. how do you feel about Ricky Saints beating Obafemi?
Well, we kind of called it when we did the recap, I
Oh, you
think.
did? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
we did, if anybody, if they're trying to push anybody, then he would have been the person to have winning over Oba. So I'm interested in seeing what I'm kind of lukewarm with it, honestly. I've been a fan of Ricky Saint Stark since NWA. So I've been riding for him for a long time. So I'm happy for him in that regard. I just think that I'm into it. I think the follow-up needs will really dictate how I feel about him winning. Like what
Mm,
kind of story they have after that. Because while I think it was a good match, I'm seeing how they present him as champion, especially after how strong they presented Obafemi in the past, what, 236 days or whatever it was. So
yeah.
I'm curious to see with that. They threw everybody at Oba, and Ricky Saints is the one to beat him. So they need to really position him as
Yeah.
a good champion. Again, he doesn't have the strength of Oba, but he has a finesse and an in-ring ability. So I'm interested to see how they book him going further.
So is he's leading Team NXT for the
Yes.
men's, and
Yes.
then Trick is Team TNA?
No. Santana, because they don't trust
Oh.
Trick.
Mm.
Santino said that I don't trust anybody named Tricky, so Santana is our captain. So yeah.
Interesting. I think that would have been really cool to like lead up to a Trick and Ricky Saints thing, and kind of play on that a little bit more.
Hmm.
Um, but also that would be completely squandering TNA at that point.
Yep.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah, the women going crazy over there. Fucking Soul Raka, bro. Whoo, that shit's crazy, man. They have so many amazing, phenomenal fucking wrestlers
Yeah.
in NXT, and it
Yeah.
is insane. Like, I really do like. Even if I do go to AEW, I'll probably just only watch NXT at that point.
Yeah, that's all
Um,
I'm really what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep my NXT with Raw and SmackDown. I've lost a lot of interest. The
yeah,
product is just not grabbing me
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
NXT is exciting and it's fun. You know, we talked about NXT for a while, it always has been, and they're keeping their energy. The main roster stuff is just it's getting stale. It's really
yeah,
getting stale to me.
Yeah.
yeah. How are you guys feeling about the possible Triple H and Shawn Michaels match at 2027 WrestleMania for the
Hell no.
Saudi King Prince?
Hell no. Hell no. God no.
Yeah. No.
That
No.
shit, it will have me dying if they bring these old motherfuckers out to the ring. This would be wild, but yeah, no, I mean that's kind of how I'm overarching feel. It's not super hyped up. It's kind of like where it's usually at around this time of the year, kind of like in that lull. Like nothing's built up for WrestleMania next year yet. We're still kind of in the aftermath, the thralls of the this past WrestleMania. Um, Hopefully War Games and Survivor Series kind of sparks things back up. I'm really hoping that, but they're kind of doing the champion versus champion thing for Crown Jewel instead of Survivor Series, um, which is weird,
Yeah.
right? Is that weird? Is that weird to y'all? It's weird to me.
I
Yeah.
think it's weird. I don't remember if they did it last year or not, but there's I think more so because considering who the champions are, I really don't care
Yeah,
at all about, again, Cody versus is what's his name? I don't
Seth.
remember. Yeah. Uh so yeah, Seth Rollins, I don't care about this match. There's nothing exciting about seeing him again. It's weird. WWE has this incredible depth, but it's like we're regressing back to the Vince era where we're seeing the same people over and over and
Yeah.
over and over again.
Well,
Um,
it's the bringing back Brock thing. Like a lot of people are speculating for like the next War Games is going to be the Vision plus Brock and like Logan Paul, and then like the
Logan, oh God,
Usos
no.
and OTC and CM Punk and like Sammy or some shit. And it's just like I feel like we already had a version of that last
We did.
year.
We
You
did.
know, like a makeshift CM Punk has to team up with Roman Reigns and like some of these other people and go against the Judgment Era, whoever the fuck it was. It was the new bloodline, you know. Which yet again, what the fuck are they doing? The My Family Tree, the MFTs. Like Jacob fucking went on his own and what the fuck are they doing? They brought out fucking Hikaliu as Tala Tonga, which every time motherfucker says his name, it sounds like they're saying Tama Tonga. And I'm just like, this is Tala and Tama Tonga? Come on, man. Y'all crazy for that one. But yeah, it's getting boring. I mean, you just forgot Seth Rollins' name. Like, it's getting boring.
It really is. It is getting stale.
Yeah.
That's what I can say. It's getting stale.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel it. I mean, like I said, I'm going to give War Games or Survivor Series a shot. Like, I'm going to try to watch that. I don't know if I'm going to watch Crown Jewel. Like, there's nothing super grabbing my attention there. Like if they do something cool, like I mean, they're going to do like the Io and Rhea team up against Asuka and Kyrie. So that will be pretty fun, just because Io and Rhea had like, in my opinion, that's a really good storyline. Like they're telling a great story right there. And like just Io's overacting and Asuka's overacting is fucking hilarious. And I really love, yet again, it's boring, it's stale, but like there are certain key parts where I'm like, okay, I'm really glad they did it that way. Like with non-English speaking talent, they have always done them very dirty. And I feel like lately they have really put a spotlight on Asuka, on Io, and on Stephanie Vaquer, and allowing them to do promos and like giving them, you know, levity to try to cut a promo in English, and the crowd's not wetting them, thank God. But then also allowing them to do like their native language too, like interspersed in it. You know what I mean? Like I felt it's really heartwarming to see that. So I am glad we're getting something of that nature, like the good with the bad. It's just like little small, like I said in the beginning, like little small pieces of light in this darkness of WWE, which is the overshadowing of Roman Reigns. But
Indeed.
yeah, that's how I feel.
All right, man. Well, welcome back, brother.
Hey.
I thought there'd be a lot more of you wanting to unload, but I guess it's
Ah,
a crazy world right now, and there's some pluses, there's some minuses. But I think all of us are wanting some awakening, some
yeah.
new injection because, yeah. But there is some little glimpses here and there, so we'll see if we keep up hope.
Okay.
But let's get up out of here. And but to bridge that gap though, before we leave out though, you've been busy with a lot of things and you're still not done. You've got a lot more going on. Let's talk about what you got going on with Orgasm. Promote that real quick.
Yeah. Orgasm's coming up October 25th. It is our Halloween themed show at DC Brow. So DC Browlesque is back. Took a little bit of a break. We went to a couple other venues. We had a festival, all that fun stuff, a bunch of DC nightlife entertainment. So yeah, this is what we have coming up. We also have a convention coming up. We're going to Minneapolis for Twin Cities Con beginning of November. So we'll be doing a bunch of after dark programming for that, a bunch of fun 18 plus stuff, which includes a Nerd Less show. So we're super excited about that. And then we're also going to be hitting up RisuCon this weekend. So my wife Maki and myself will be there, kind of at the cosplay corner, helping out and kind of running that area.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, it's awesome to have you back. We been saying that hey, this episode, Shawn's out because he got Jade Cargill again. That's
Right.
become a verb over here, bro. And shout out
Jade
to Jade
Cargill.
Cargill.
Oh
Much
man,
love
love
for
her.
her.
Yeah.
All right, well, happy to have you back, Shawn. Webster Style, I know you're killing it over there at Sartolian Geek. And of course, you're killing it here with Checkpoint with our pal Brian. And you've been holding it down with me with KayFabeyBaby.
Yes, sir.
What do you got new, though, over there? I know you've been putting some interviews down.
Yeah, my latest interview is coming out probably at the time I'm recording tomorrow. It's my interview with Stefan from Studio Renick talking about that game, um, Dragons of Dragons of the Mount. I forget what it is because I remember the French title, not the English title, but from PAX East, and that game is actually out now. So when you see it, you can go on Steam, PlayStation, Switch 2, all that good stuff. But that'll be dropping tomorrow, the time of this recording.
Awesome, awesome. Well, go check it out. Support my man Webster Style Store, Toilet Geek, and of course my man Shawn Mongold, Nerdlesk, DC Brow, Lesk, Horgasm. Their links are in the description. Go show love, subscribe, support, share, do all the things. And you're on the NRW. I don't sleep, basically, people. Never that. About 5 interviews a day, other additional recordings a day. I don't even know what is life right now. I can't even. My brain is like running at 100, and I'm getting ready to record some more shit. But I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Shout out to my brothers Webster Style, and of course Shawn Mongold. Let's get pinned to the mat because I got work to do. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. And then 1, 2, 3. Peace, y'all. KayFabeyBaby. We out.
You come in my face, I'm gonna fight you.
Well, you're not gonna bust a nut anytime we're in the ring.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna eat your ass like a pot of collard greens, baby.
I'm gonna stretch his ass like it's never been stretched before.
You can hide behind that commissioner stuff just so long until I jerk a knot in your ass.
And if you don't think I'm big enough, then you grab a hold of me, and you'll know that I'm growing, my man. Within your hands, I will get as big as I need to be to do the job on you.
All right, just jerk Helmsley off.
There's one part of our bodies that's soft, and it ain't soft all the time, if you catch my meaning.
I'm gonna come on you like nobody's ever come on you before. Just you and I getting it on like two men should do.
Oh, that fits right.